All right, bruh fans. Well, we are welcoming 4 new characters to season 2, which actually is coming this Thursday on the 27th. Well, first of all, let's pat ourselves on the back for making it to the final full week of the month of May. And as we get ready to step into the 6th month, we're almost halfway through 2021. But I have a few videos to do. This one along with my bruh trailer breakdown and maybe a couple other bruh videos. So you're going to get a lot of bruh this week. Make sure you go ahead and hit the thumbs up button to show you like the video. Hit subscribe. Click the bell icon and select all. That way you don't miss out whenever I post new content to the channel. And follow me on social media. Links are in the description box below. Don't forget, I do have a Facebook group with bruh. Basically have a Facebook group for pretty much every show I review. That way fans of the various series can come together and talk about the show non-stop. All right, so I'm going to do my best not to butcher names, but here we go. We got Sean Vaughn. We got K-Tan, Liz LaFont, Ebony Mayo, and they will be portraying these 4 new characters. Vaughn's going to be portraying Greg, Tom's strikingly handsome friend and fellow doctor. So it looks like they work together at the hospital. Greg develops a wonderful friendship with Tom's neighbor. Their friendship blossoms into a relationship. And I'm thinking to myself, Tom's neighbor, that's weird because we've been to Tom's apartment a couple of times, but I don't recall meeting anyone in the building. Then we go to the next character. Tan's going to be portraying Officer Darla Grills. Tom's attractive neighbor. Oh, there we go. Tom's neighbor. While conducting an investigation of a neighborhood carjacking, she meets one of the bruhs and sparks fly. I just find it interesting because, when I hear Officer Darla Grills, an investigation, it automatically took me to Sisters, where Officer Rhea was grilling Zach a few times during, season 2, right? So I think it's pretty funny how, we got 2 female officers who are now into budding relationships. So here's the thing. She's going to be in a potential relationship with Greg. So that's 2 new characters who might be pairing up. All right. We have the next character, Natalie. She's a yoga instructor and also Bill's ex. She's persuaded by Mike that Bill has cancer and she pays an impromptu visit to Bill. The bruhs hope Natalie can take Bill's mind off Regina and keep him in Atlanta, because if you recall, during the ending of season 1, I believe that Regina said she was going to California for a while with a friend, female friend, just to get her mind off things, considering, the whole wedding was messed up and called off, and she needed space from Bill, and Bill just couldn't get a hint, and he kept insisting that, I'm going to go to California, I'm going to win her back. And then I was like, fool, she told you to give her space. No, I'm going to go get my woman. So in the trailer, there were a few moments where it was the other bruhs, Tom, John, and Mike, pretty much trying to come up with a plan to get Bill to stay his ass put. That way he doesn't make a fool out of himself for like the 3rd time. You know what? He fell off the horse, and then he interrupted the wedding and then got into the fight. So this is, just the indication that, okay, we need to make sure he doesn't leave because, the budget demands that we stay in Atlanta, not go to California. I'm sorry, I just had to throw that in there. But it's interesting that Mike is the one who comes up with this plan, or at least assists in it, because in the trailer, he pretty much says that a man should walk his own path, pretty much saying that there's no need of stopping Bill. If Bill wants to go after Regina, let him go. So it's interesting because Mike during season 1 was pretty much the catalyst for a lot of issues for the bruhs prior to season 1 beginning. He was the one that told Tom to hit it and quit it with Valerie, and we know how that turned out. He was the one that got into the situation with the dean's daughter, and then John took the fall for him. And then, of course, it was revealed that he was the one that told Bill to break up with Regina over text, and we saw how that turned out. I'm not fully blaming Mike for these situations because the bros made their own choices. He was pretty much the little devil on their shoulder. And remember, I'm 5'7", so I can make height jokes because, you know, I don't know. I think me and Mike would probably be about the same size in person. I don't know, honestly. But in any case, it's pretty interesting how we move into the next character. Lydia, a mixologist at a bar. I've never, you know me, I don't really drink. I'm assuming this is a technical bar term for someone who knows how to mix drinks. Anyway, she's at the bar that the bros go to frequently. I imagine this is the same location as in season 1. Her initial interaction with the bros is a bit off-putting, but she warms up to one of the guy's charms and could become a potential love. Alright, so these are the 4 new characters, Lydia, Natalie, Darla, and Greg. And my guesses are, you know, based off the character breakdowns, because even on Wikipedia, they do have a little bit of a synopsis for each character. Greg, Tom's college roommate and new member of the bros. He moves to Atlanta to rebuild his life after getting divorced. So Greg to me seems, sorry, my chair's squeaking. Greg to me kind of seems to be like the quote unquote Fatima of the group. You know, he might be to Tom what Fatima is to Andy. And then we have the fact that he's divorced, you know, so he's going to be in the group. Next one, Darla, Tom's attractive neighbor. While conducting an investigation of a neighborhood carjacking, she develops a relationship with one of the bros. Obviously, this bruh being Greg. Natalie, Bill's ex and a yoga instructor. So it's not that she comes out of the blue. She's actually had a past experience with Bill. Persuaded by Mike that Bill has cancer, she prays an impromptu visit to Bill. The bros hope Natalie can take Bill's mind off Regina and keep him in Atlanta. And Lydia, yeah, that synopsis is pretty much the same. So Darla and Greg together, Natalie and potentially Bill. And if you watch the trailer, you know those two hook up and then Regina comes in and breaks up their little sexcapade. And then Lydia, it seems like, you know, Mike is the one that interacts with her the most because she's like, I'm cutting y'all off. And he's like, who hurt you? And then they try to, you know, Tom and John are like, come on, let's go. And then it looks like he just purposely pours a drink for himself. So it looks like there's a lot of standoff going on between the two. I would imagine, because I don't know if Charlie is going to be in season 2 of Bruh, I think it would be pretty wasteful if she wasn't, given the fact that it was kind of hinting that, you know, she might pull a Sandy from Grease and kind of change her appearance and all to get John's attention. So it would just seem like such a waste if Charlie isn't in season 2. So Lydia to me seems like a woman who's been scorned by a man. So you can imagine that a sensitive person like maybe Tom, you know, level-headed Tom, or a more comedic person like, you know, John could make her crack a smile. It's like Tom would hear her out, John would make her laugh, and Mike just being an asshole. But then again, if she's mad, she might like an asshole. So maybe it's a situation where she's attracted to Mike because, like I said in the preview, it looks like Mike is the one who has the most interaction with her. But if I were to take a guess, I would say if it isn't Mike she potentially becomes the love interest for, I would say it's probably Tom, because back in season 1, he said he swore off, you know, having sex, and he was going back to church. And him and Valerie, unfortunately, their last scene together wasn't a friendly one. So, you know, I don't know if she'll be back, because I was hoping she would be, but who knows. So with that being said, that pretty much goes into the details of the 4 new characters to the show. Welcome. I can't wait to see what your characters bring to the table starting on Thursday. And like I said before, if I butchered anyone's names, I humbly apologize. And let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. It's interesting we have 3 new women to the cast and 1 male character to add to the Brug dynamic. I wonder if we're going to have an updated intro for season 2. I mean, I like the first one, don't get me wrong. Like, it's a classic, you know, like I said, the first time I heard it, the visuals remind me of Martin, and it definitely has like a 90s beat. All right, well, with that being said, thanks so much for tuning in. And if you want to donate to the channel, feel free to do so on PayPal or Cash App. And with that being said, I'll catch you all in the next video.